My name is Alan Broadhurst. I live on Cape Cod. I'm 89 years old, and my grandson Sam Richard asked me to do the Rubik's Cube. Normally, I can do it in about 4 minutes if everything works right. Sometimes, if it doesn't work right, it takes me longer. Okay, it's all mixed up because my friend has mixed it all up for me. There's nothing in its proper place. So here goes.
12 years ago, I was on vacation visiting my grandpa, and at that time, he bought me a book on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Then a few weeks later, I could solve it. Through all these years since, I grew in understanding life much more differently. Like seeing things more logically, being able to advocate for myself. The Rubik's Cube really rewired and grew my brain. And then my grandpa one day came to me and he's like, I would love to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And so one summer, a couple years ago, I taught him. And look where he's now. He can solve a Rubik's Cube, as you see here, and he does this every single day to keep his mind young. He's 89 years old, and he can solve a Rubik's Cube. I have a brain disorder, and I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I have been teaching some students of mine who are like 8 years old, and they're successful. All these different brains. It does not matter if you are skilled in math. It does not matter if you think you can or you can't, because I know you can. All these different brains all prove that everybody has the ability. Don't let the world tell yourself, you can't do this. Tell yourself that you can, because I sure know that you can solve a Rubik's Cube. You can go to Rubiks.com. They have a tutorial. There's Rubik's brand apps that also have a tutorial. There's books that teach you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Go for it and conquer a solve. I know that it may be challenging at the beginning. Yes, the first step is the hardest step in solving a Rubik's Cube because it's all jumbled up. As pieces start coming together, you have more of a set of algorithms needed to complete the cube. Just learn the first step, then everything else will become easier because you'll be able to figure out what is needed. And you'll be able to see how things correlate within a solve. You got this. I know you can do it. Yes, I keep repeating myself saying that I know you can do it. It's impossible. It's such... They just don't want you... The world does not want you to succeed. It's what your heart and your mind say, that you can succeed. Don't let your heart and your mind fight each other. Don't let the world tell you what you can and can't achieve. Take time. Practice makes perfect. Patience makes practice perfect. And I even say the word practice has the word act on it. So go forth and act on your strengths. Focus and grow your strengths. Ignore your weaknesses, but the more strengths you have and the strengths that grow, therefore your weaknesses will grow. For me, my weaknesses just disappeared, and those grew just because I grew to make them not be weaknesses anymore. And it's all just how the mind thinks, and all how the mind process things. Everybody has the ability to process things, but yet, like myself, I process things differently, and it takes me longer, but the longer it takes me just tells me that I will be able to achieve it. I just gotta strive for my best. So please, just don't give up. You got this. Never give up. Just like my grandpa, it's taking him a long time to solve it, but he's conquering it. You can see he's able to truly achieve a solve. I want you to really be able to tell yourself that no matter how I think, no matter what I'm doing, just take your time. Don't rush. Don't be like, I gotta solve it at 30 seconds at the beginning. I gotta get there. When I first solved a Rubik's Cube 12 years ago from the book my grandpa gave me, I averaged 3 minutes. And that taught me just keep at it. Keep at it. And I'm averaging 30 seconds right now. My dad tells me, had I not have a disability or like a brain disorder that I have, I could be averaging 8 seconds right now to solve a Rubik's Cube. But the question is, had I not have a disability, would I have found the Rubik's Cube? Most likely not. I am blessed to have a brain disorder. I am blessed to be where I'm at today. If it weren't for the Rubik's Cube and my story, I wouldn't be a motivational speaker helping others conquer their solves. So go forth and conquer your solve, just like my grandpa. I know you can achieve a solve. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Understanding a Rubik's Cube is like saying LOL, BRB, ILYSM. Laugh out loud. Be right back. And I love you so much. I love that you all have the ability to do a Rubik's Cube. And yes, I know I keep emphasizing that. You just gotta instill it in yourself. I can do it. Don't let the challenges stop you.
Ta-da, that's it.